All right, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? It is your boy Jay 3 times. We are back at it with another video. And today in this video, y'all, we're going to talk about, well, I want to talk about some things that you should definitely, most definitely be cautious about if you're thinking about going in the Marine Reserves. Now, I wouldn't probably consider just the Marine Reserves. I would say the reserves in general of any branch, whether it be the Army, the Navy, the Coast Guard, or the Air Force, just the reserves. Because mind you, it's not like active duty where you actually go to a duty station, you're stationed there. It's like no, like you literally go back home, bro. You go to the military, you do all your training. Well, how the Marine Corps works is you do all your training, you go to boot camp, you go to MCT, Marine Combat Training, you go to MOS school, and then you come back home, and that's what your Marine Corps career is. You go back home, you go to drill 1 weekend out of every month, but the majority of the time on your contract, you're basically home. So I'm gonna tell you some things definitely for sure. You gotta be cautious about it. Some things I myself had to be aware of and be cautious myself. And that one thing for sure is hanging around the same people. You know, it's real easy to go right back to the same lifestyle that you left from. That lifestyle you left going to the military is so easy to come right back into you. I mean, to come right back and continue if you go in the reserves. So you gotta be cautious about hanging around the same people, man. It's so easy, man. So I cut when once I left personally me, once I left for the Marine Corps, once I left for the military, I was it. I didn't go back to my old lifestyle, man. I left and that was it. I changed. You know what I mean? And it's hard, but it is hard when you come back home. It's like, for me personally, I was still young. You know what I mean? I went in the Marine Corps. I was 17. I turned 18 in boot camp. When I got home, I was 18 years old. So, I was still young. And of course, it hadn't been long since I've been in the Marine Corps. It had only been like, what, 7 months, the boot camp, MCT, and MOS school. I came back home, only had been 7 months. So, it wasn't that long. I was still talking to people that I knew from school, basically what I'm trying to get at, and it's like, I didn't go back to my old lifestyle. I did not go back to my old lifestyle. I didn't even talk to most of the same people I talked to. I still had a group of people I, still talk to, still close with, still cool with, but the majority of my friends, the people you shouldn't be hanging around, I wasn't hanging around them. I wasn't talk to them like that, but I wasn't hanging around them, you know what I mean? I was focused. So I came back home, I was focused. So that's one big thing you gotta do, you guys. If you go to reserves, you need to stay focused. You need to stay sharp, bro, because people coming at you, bro, you know what I'm saying? And things can be very tempting. So you gotta stay sharp with your mind. You gotta stay focused. It's so easy to get back into talking to the same people, hanging around the same people, getting in trouble, get into foolishness, get into this, that. And yeah, you just gotta be cautious about that, y'all. And that leads to the next thing I'm about to say. Another thing you need to be cautious about being in the reserves is doing bad things. It's like I said, it's easy to get back to the same people, and it's easy to get back to doing the things that you probably did before you left for the military. If you were out doing some foolishness, getting in trouble, running around the streets doing crazy stuff, it's very easy to get right back into it because you home all the time. And it's nobody there telling you, okay, don't do this, don't do that. There's no rule book for the reserves. Ain't no rule book, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I mean, of course, you got Marine Corps orders, you can follow Marine Corps orders and stuff, but there's no handbook about how to be a reservist. There's nobody really right by your side every single day, telling you stay sharp, telling you stay focused, do this, do that. You gotta tell yourself, bro. You gotta say, I can't be around these people. You gotta tell yourself every single day, I can't be around these people. I can't do these bad things. I gotta stay sharp, focused. What I gotta do, I gotta stay tunnel vision, focused. I can't be focused on nothing else. You gotta tell yourself that every day. You feel me? That's how it is, Because like I said, it's not like active duty, man. When you go somewhere else, you go to another state, and you get the barracks, and you're at work every single day. It's not like that. It's a much difficult lifestyle than being active duty. I'm gonna be flat out real with you, because because you're balancing two lifestyles. So yeah, and the next thing I gotta really say is like it's all these things are really related to each other. If you're from the hood, you was running around the streets, like I said, be cautious about going back to that street life, man. I mean, it's so easy to get back to the street stuff that you was doing, hanging around the people that you was hanging around before. So I mean, like, you just be aware, be cautious, man. You know, don't get into trouble. I know dudes that in the reserves right now. I know a couple people that got DUIs, people that got locked up. You know, people that had guns on them and stuff, and they got caught with guns. I know people that went back in the hood, hanging around the same people. You know, I've known people that done that. You know, I know people that still, you know what I'm saying? I know people. So you got to be cautious. You got to be aware, you know. One thing for personally me, that was something that I had to stop and had to not look back on. It was very tempting to not to at the same time, but I knew, I kept in my mind, I kept telling myself, I can't do this. I'm in the Marine Corps. I can't do it. It wasn't anybody telling me, oh, don't do this, don't do that. It was me telling myself, but this was very tempting. And that was weed, marijuana. Something I used to do back in when I was a teenager. I started smoking weed when I was 14. I stopped when I was about 16 years old. When I got my first job, I quit smoking. Well, around the time during my first job, I quit smoking. So when I started my process to join the Marine Corps, you know, weed was not touched in the slightest. I didn't smoke at all whatsoever. But yeah, like I said, I mean, like, when you go back home and you hang around the same people, bruh, when I came back home, I had my brother, I had a girlfriend at the time, my cousin as well, and they all smoked weed. I was talking to them, and that there was my little group. That's the crazy part. I ain't really had no friends when I came back home. Like I said, y'all, I cut my whole lifestyle out when I came back home. I changed, man. I ain't go back to the lifestyle I used to live. I ain't talk to the same people. I ain't hang around the same people. I didn't do the same things. I came back home. I was tunnel vision focused on what I had to do, and so I didn't really have much friends. I had a group of people. I had my brother, I had my girlfriend, I had my cousin, and what did they do? They all smoked weed. Something that I could not do because I was in the Marine Corps. I had changed myself. I had made changes. You know, I wasn't around the people. I wasn't around people who also made changes. That's the thing about it. I made changes. I changed my lifestyle. I was trying to do bigger and better things, but I wasn't hanging around people that were also trying to do bigger and better things, and that were, you know, making changes like how I made changes. I couldn't smoke weed, dog. I know I couldn't, even though it was very tempting. And a couple of them, they try to tempt me. They was like, hey, you try to hit the bar. Like, I'm like, dog, stay sharp, man. Stay focused. I'm like, nah, I can't. I haven't touched weed one time. I have not touched weed not one time. My whole duration of being in the Marine Corps. I've been in the Marine Corps for about 4.5 years. So, I mean, that just takes a lot of self-discipline, especially if you used to do it and you used to like it. You know, and I've known people that actually legit smoke weed. It's crazy. They got away with it too. It's crazy. It's so crazy, bro. But it be like that, man. But dog, it's like I said, dog. I mean, stay focused, man. Stay focused. Do not get back to no drugs. Don't get back into the weed. I mean, yo, just don't get back into it. Don't be cautious what you do, and stay self-disciplined, stay sharp, stay focused, set your goals out, and stay focused on your goals. Keep them aligned. You came in the Marine Corps Reserves for a reason. You understand? Yeah, you came in for a reason. See your way through your contract. Keep focusing. Make them goals, long term, short term, and keep accomplishing them. Stay focused. Goals will keep you focused, man. So, yeah, man, I think that really is it for this video. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything particular. Things to be cautious about being in the Marine Reserves. Honestly, y'all, I think if y'all check out most of my videos, y'all would get more of the gist about what it is, being in the Marine Corps Reserves, what it's like, the breakdown, how it is. But these like things right here, what I've talked about in this video, is just things we need to be cautious about. Because, like I said, Marine Corps Reserves is not like active duty military. You don't just go out somewhere. Like, you don't go out somewhere and just leave your hometown. I mean, reserves, you right back in your hometown. Unless you move, that's a different story. If you want to move, that's your option. But generality, most people come right back home and they stay home. So, anyways, y'all, like I said, that's it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Oof, my nose. Excuse my nose. My nose is running. Stay tuned for more content. Stay humble, stay motivated, stay positive, stay inspired. Stay healthy out there, people. Drink your water, eat your healthy food. Get the muscles moving. Get that heart pumping. It's your boy Jay 3 times. I'm checking out. Peace.